Okay, so for our first art challenge, we're going to do a still life drawing or painting. Now, still life means basically just putting some objects on a table and drawing exactly what you see in front of you. Now, it's a good classic place to start as an art class, I think, because so many artists throughout history have had a go at still life painting or drawing. So you don't actually need anything too crazy to be doing this. All you need is some pencils, some pens or texters as I call them because I'm Australian. You could use paint as well if you wanted to, and some paper. So we're going to find some objects to draw. So I want you to have a look around your house and think about some things that you could put on the table in front of you. And I'm going to show you some examples of still life artworks by artists throughout history. Now, the thing with still life art is sometimes it just looks like a random bunch of objects on the table, but really the items all have different meanings. So sometimes the Dutch painters 300 years ago would put a candle on the table, and the candle would have burnt down very low, and that was to show the passing of time. Or an artist like Georgia O'Keeffe used to paint things like skulls and flowers, and she would put the skull and the flower together because they symbolized different things. The skull symbolized strength and the desert and the countries that she came from. She's from America. And then the flower represented life and vitality, but flowers are quite fragile, aren't they? Because they fall apart, and skulls are very strong. So she wanted to show things that were opposites to each other. So that's why she put them in the pictures together. So have a look at these examples that I've put together for you, and then we'll come back and we'll have a think about what we're going to make. Okay, so it's time to get started. Let's all go and find, let's say, 4 or 5 objects that mean something to you. It might be something that's maybe your favorite toy, or your favorite snack, or favorite pair of shoes, or something. If there's something about you that you wanted to talk about, maybe you're a ballet dancer and you want to paint your ballet shoes, or maybe you do ninjutsu and you want to paint your ninjutsu belt. Who knows? So go and have a rummage around your house, and we'll come back here and we'll start drawing. Okay, go. So these are my objects that I've chosen. I wanted to do a picture that makes me feel cozy. So I've got my favourite jumper, I've got my favourite mug, my notebook, I've got some plant life here, it's actually dead. And I've got this, which is a jar of tiddlywinks, which is, what do you guys call them?
Counters.
Counters. I call them tiddlywinks.
I like the name tiddlywinks.
This used to be my granny's, and it reminds me of her, so I'm going to put that in my picture as well. So I've got some helpers here. And we're going to do some artworks together. So Frida, you both heard me talk about ninjutsu outfits, didn't you?
Ninjutsu belt!
You've got your ninjutsu belts in there. Okay, so you've chosen a stone cat, Stitch, and your cat Mittens.
And also my ninjutsu belt, my llama pen. Walkie, walkie, walkie.
Brilliant. Okay, so to get started, the first thing to do is to draw all the shapes that you see in your still life. So have a look at the different things that you've got in your group of objects, and just do some nice outlines. You can do this in pen or in pencil. Don't worry if it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Art is never perfect. So you're doing the outline of Stitch. That's looking good. Yeah, and you're doing the outline of your shoe.
Yeah.
Very nice. So once you're... These two are nattering about who is more disgusting. once you've finished the outlines of your objects, then you can start to colour them in using pencils or paint or something like that. So if you feel like your pile of objects is a little bit tricky, you can rearrange them. So Elliot has rolled up his belt here because it was a bit loopy before and it was
a bit
too
like
hard
that.
to draw, wasn't it? A bit difficult. So you've rolled it up. That looks good. And also make sure you've got enough room at the top of your page for the bits on the top of the things.
Colour it in.
Now you're going to colour it in. That's brilliant. So you've done all the outlines. That's fantastic, Frida. And now you can do some colouring.
Can I have the pencils?
Yeah. I've started colouring mine in now. And I'm actually doing it different colours to what it actually is. I think that would be fun.
I'm colouring mine in with the colours that it is.
Very good. So now that I've added a bit of colour to mine, I'm going to start looking at some of the bits that are a bit darker. So we've got this bit here is a bit darker, isn't it? And this side of the cup. So I'm going to start making it feel a bit darker through here like this, and then also on there. And yes, I'm in full art teacher mode with the Pink Floyd on in the background. I've gone full art teacher. All finished?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a funny face. That's fantastic.
I'm halfway through colouring.
Yeah, so you're colouring the background and leaving the items black and white.
Yes.
Cool, well done. I'm adding some paint to mine, like the mug. Just gonna do a few little flecks. Thank you so much, guys. I'll keep posting your artworks. It's been brilliant. Bye.